Hello! Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope Monday's been a good day for you. Alright, so we are going to do some coin painting because I wanted to do some something simple. Hi, exiled. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so I also got requested to paint a coin. So we have a 25th anniversary because 30th anniversary is coming up, so I figured I'd do that. Dragonite, because you can't go wrong with a Dragonite, and I have too many of them. And I have a Lucario here. Ooh, hang on. I have a Lucario here that has been requested to paint. Alright, so. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Let me turn my sound on my phone down. There we go. Now then. Matthew! Welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. Okay, so let me get references up here. Alright, we got Mega Lucario here. Excellent. Alright. Now that we have Mega Lucario's reference image. Yes, happy Monday indeed. Hope everyone's doing good. Oh, I need paper, hang on. Alright, so I got some paper here so I can do some swatches on colors on which ones I need to use. Because this one has my swatches for the Artistro paint. And then I have the Just Art has its own swatch, so. Alright, do this here, this here, this here. Okay! Now that we're set that. So, let's see here. Lucario's kind of like this pale navy blue. Let's see here. Do I have anything on here that would match that? Maybe the green blue from Just Art. Well, there's that one. Agent! Welcome in. Let's see here. Green blue might be a little too green. Yeah, green blue's a little too green. So we won't be doing that. We will be doing probably whatever this color is. Yeah, whatever that color is. Now, fun game of which one is it? Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, that's very much a green color. Nope. Playing the fun game of which one's which. I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. I'm hoping this is the right color. See, there's one where it's like a bluish green and there's one where it's just blue. I might just go off the blue one instead of this one. Because if that's the case, then he's more like almost that color. Or maybe that color. Or maybe ocean blue. Ocean blue. Let's try ocean blue, and if we don't like it, we'll paint it over. Alright, so. Alright, did a swatch of ocean blue, so we'll see if we like that. That's too dark. That's too light. I'm trying the other ones, because the other ones are double-sided, so I have to, like, find the right one. That's too light. That's really way too light. Okay, there's that one. I kind of like that one. And that's a nice darker. You know what? We'll do ocean blue. And then use this one as the shadow. Yee, I like that. Alrighty. I'll tell you what. Paint pens have made this so much easier. Also, it's a little bit nicer too because, like, I don't have to, like, blend colors as much. I probably would on something a little bit different. But also if I wanted, like, a more complex, like, shaded or coloring of an image. Oh, by the way, Matthew, I sent Spree the coins for you and Scarlet, and he did get them. So hopefully on his next stream, he'll open it up and you can kind of see it from there, but also get them sent out to you. I will say the only... You're welcome. I think the only downside to painting these coins is, like, the shimmer on the coin kind of almost blinds the eye when you're, like, painting them. So it kind of makes it a little hard. But I will say it helps when you have to, like, go back and, like, be like, did I miss something? I swear this song makes me want to just... I'm not worried about any tiny little specks of paint getting on other ones because I'll just either paint over it or scrape it off. It's when it gets down into the grooves that it makes it a little bit harder. Oh, guys, so I started replaying Final Fantasy VIII because there's a remastered version that you can get on the PlayStation. I started playing that again. Oh boy. One, I remember how much fun I have with it, and two, I'm just kind of like, oof, Spree should have my mail for stream tomorrow too. Yay! Tomorrow's mail day is gonna be fun. Which reminds me, I got my Spree mail in, I just didn't go to the mailbox yet. I feel like it's really light. This may have been a little bit lighter than anticipated. You know what? This will work out in our favor though, because we can use it as a highlight. This works out. He's okay. He's okay. Now we need... Okay, so we got light yellow. Now I just have to wait for Zim to send spree stuff for me and then I can get... Yeah! That's the only hard part about mailing stuff is waiting for everybody to get their stuff in. This is too cream. I need the light yellow from Just Art. I will say, I want to get a larger set of paint pens. But I have to figure out like which company I want because I like Just Art, but I also like the Artisto ones here that I got. But my only complaint with the Artisto ones is they don't label like which side is what color, other than like the color on the cap. So that's my biggest complaint about those. Whereas like you got the Just Arts where it tells you like what color it is. So that's nice. So like when you're doing something like a large project and you need to like go back and grab the same color, you know which one it was that you grabbed. Whereas the Just Arts or just the Artistros, I'm sitting there like, was this the right one? So I have to like constantly swatch it. I'm tempted to take like a white paint pen or something and label like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then do a swatch like one of these, and then label it so I know which one's which. Also, I like these a little bit better because the tip is a little bit finer than the Just Arts. So, like, and I know Just Arts, I want to say Just Arts does a double-ended one where you've got the brush tip and then you've got like a finer point one. I might try for one of those to see how I like them, but my other complaint for the Just Art is the white dried up. Oh, you went and got it. You didn't have to.
Until you said I was going to get the mail.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't have to. I sent you a message.
I didn't read it. I'm painting and streaming. Oh. Should I do a mail opening after I paint this coin? I was looking at my other complaint, and I think it's just lighter colors in general, is I do have to do multiple layers. And Just Art's kind of... its lighter colors are very opaque. Yeah. Did I send you a pic of how I did my swatches for mine? The caps on mine are numbered, so... See, at least you got numbered ones, but these aren't numbered, like, at all. Like... It's just the color of the caps. You didn't show me. Send it to me real quick. I want to see it. Okay, so that one's gonna have to do another layer. And then... he's got a really dark... I think the dark gray from this set is gonna be good for this. Ah! Let me see. Oh. Nice. See, I was thinking, like, so I was thinking of doing numbers, like adding numbers onto mine, but like I have a feeling they're gonna like rub off after a while. Let me check something real quick. I like the swatches. Like I did my own swatch of them. And I like the like I said, I like the colors. The This one is like blindingly orange. Goose said he got a larger set. He said there's an orange in the larger set that's even more neon than that, and I'm very surprised. I thought this would be a little bit darker. This is my dark gray. It is. I thought this would come out a little darker than this, but it's okay. That's what shading is for. Yeah, that was a bright orange. And when I first did this watch, I did not expect that to come out that orange. And I've got light strips that I can change like different colors, and I currently have it set on blue. So the blue makes like the bright neon colors pop even more, and it's ridiculous. Yay. Getting all this down. You know what's sad about this particular coin is like Lucario's got some great pops of red here and there, but none of them is on this coin. The orange from mine and the neon yellow both glow in durability. Yeah! That's what mine do too. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I have, like, my backlight here and it's still vibrantly orange, and so, like, my eyes are like, every time I look at it. The neon green is pretty good. It's not as, like, blinding as like, the orange. And I don't have a neon yellow in this set. Which is kind of also why I'm like, I want to get a larger set. Because, like, there are some shades I'm like, I kind of want this shade of color. This is going to take 3 layers for this color. I know it. Mike, whatever fade thing you did, I don't like it. No! Mike finagled with my background music. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do like multiple shades on that one. Oh, I did the wrong color. No! No! Okay, this actually dried a little bit darker now that it's fully set. Never mind. The blue's good. That color blue is good. I do need red. Funny thing is, many of these were in your play. Well, no, the songs are fine. I like the songs. It's the whatever fade thing you've got programmed into it. I don't quite like it because, like, some of the songs start a little earlier before the next one starts. Or ends, I should say, excuse me.
Keep going. That was not.
Well, I'm curious about what feature it was.
It's this stupid thing that was not supposed to be on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for saying something.
I take it back. It wasn't Mike's fault. It was just something that Spotify did. Imo! Welcome back. How was Fort Lauderdale? How was Orlando? Cat hair. Big old cat hair. Why is there cat hair? Because I own cats. Okay. It was great. Nice, nice. I saw the goodies you got from the card show. Great pickups. Also great pools as well. Congrats. We love to see it. Cleaning up some of the paint here. Part of me is a little sad that I haven't been to a card show in a while, but another part of me is like, probably it's a good thing that I haven't done that in a while. Plus also, again, I'm starting to save up for card party and it still did it. But yeah, anyway, I was saying earlier, I started replaying Final Fantasy VIII. I love it. I remember the storyline isn't as fun as I remember for some reason. Because, like, it's really kind of convoluted. Like, it'll never be, like, 7's storyline. I think 7's got one of the better storylines, in my opinion, for, like, some of the older Final Fantasy games. Those Crown Zenith, they were. Like, you got some good stuff. Like, I know Crown Zenith's like a really good set regardless. But those were like, Alright, so I got that. Let me see. Yeah, this would be a good one for the shadowing. Anna! Hello! How was Florida? I hope you had fun. It was good. We didn't get to do too much, but it was fun. That's good. See, you didn't get to do too much, which you know what that means? It just means you have to come back to do more. So tired. I'm a no. All that traveling catching up with you. I feel like we need, like, when we go on vacations, I feel like we need a vacation from our vacations. Which I will say, which is why when me and Mike do like we go to like, we work at one convention, which we're doing at the end of this month. We usually, it's the convention itself is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We leave Thursday, get there, and then work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we stay until Monday, so that way we're not driving home tired Sunday night. And then we spend the rest of, by the time we get home Monday, it's about afternoonish, so we spend the rest of the Monday just chilling, relaxing, and kind of recharging before we have to work the next day. Stormy! How goes? Hope you're doing well. Oh, we've hit smooth jazz time. We missed a prime opportunity for a pack battle or something. Can't forget at card party. Yeah, I want to do a pack battle. I have a feeling whoever battles me is gonna win. I have my luck at pulling anything recently, other than outside of Magic the Gathering, has been absolutely horrendous. Not from a lack of trying. Doing a quick check and seeing if there's any spots that I may have missed. Always a spot or two. Oh, well, hello there. Yeah, I'm curious to see how Pitch Black's gonna be coming up here. Like, I'm not gonna be pulling too much from it. I've got one ATB courtesy of Ima that I'm buying from them. And then I bought one booster box. So I think whenever I get those in, we'll do like an opening stream for them just to kind of see what we get. There are a few cards that I would like absolutely love to get, but I'm not gonna sit there and be all like, I want this, I'm gonna chase more and more. No, I'm just gonna allocate which singles I want for later on and try and get them at a card show later on. Because I ain't about that chase life right now. Have you made a packing list for Florida? Matthew, I can tell you right now, pack for hot and pack for random rain. I'm budgeting to just finish Black and White and oh yeah. I know you got that coming up. Ooh, hiccups. Okay, so there's that. Do a little bit more. Come on, give me clean. I'm trying to get a clean swipe on that one, but I'm gonna have to do like a few layers on that to get it how I want it. Okay, so we got a little shading there. I want to touch up that red. I want to see if I think I have a brighter red than that one. We're down to 8 Master Balls. Ooh! Ugh, the Victini. That's gonna be a costly one, unless you got stuff to trade for it. I'm trying to, like, make sure I have enough stuff to, like, trade so I can, like, cut down on the cost of a lot of my stuff, but, you know. Hatch! Welcome in. Alright, come on. How many layers is it got? Yay, finally. I was wondering how many layers that was going to take. Again, it's the lighter colors that always take so long. Hydrate? Alright, we have choices tonight, guys. Do I have adult apple juice and LaCroix? Which one do I sip? the LaCroix. Patch has spoken. LaCroix. Easy adult apple juice. You know what? I'm just gonna do both. Hang on. Okay, that was the adult apple juice. And we do a chaser of LaCroix. Oh, actually, that was kind of nice. Because I have hibiscus LaCroix. So that made the Angry Orchard really nice. Alcoholic beverage don't count. Exact. True. It doesn't count for hydration, but it tastes good. Okay, so those have dried off enough that I can... How dare you notify? Look! I abided. I drank the LaCroix. Okay, if this black turns out to be like, it's too dark. I can already tell it's way too dark. Okay. We're gonna have to play the fun game of which gray. I love the Chocobo song. Did I ever share the link? The dude abides. It should have been the only thing you drink, but I only have a little bit left of the adult apple juice. When I opened it yesterday, I made a cocktail out of it. Alright, hang on. Okay, I got my medium warm gray here. I'm going to put a swatch down of that. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to do the dark gray and see if we can't make something work here. Okay, that's silver and gold. I don't want that. Fine. Oh, thank you, Patch. Only some of my messages... they are? Weird. Chug, don't be a wuss. Oh, you know what it is? I've seen it happen. Stormy, you may have seen it too when you're modding for Spree. YouTube does this thing where, like, if they find it to, if whatever the person has sent to be inappropriate, they'll block the message. And then the mods have to approve whether the message goes through or not. All messages. Oh. I'm doing good, Patch. Hope today's a good day for you. I don't know why... Mike, if you can on your end as a mod figure out why it's doing that. No, fair enough, Patch. Fair enough. Haven't seen it yet, other than Matthew's Ludicolo Dilemma. Oh, that one, yeah. My God, that's so light. Okay, so I figured out what we can do here. Festive Jigglypuff. It is. It's a setting in the stream setup you can enable. Oh. I'll have to go and fix that. No. Yeah, it's on by default for some reason. My feed was not showing them. My bad. Ah, okay. All right, let's see here. My brain stopped. Okay. Okay, actually, I need this back real quick. Okay, got the light yellow down there. Figure out if one of these two is going to be for this shadow. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do for this one is kind of do a reverse where true, that's sus name. Really, can't we say even have... Can't say we even have issue here. We're saying Gooch? Okay, which if you turn on auto mod, it will do that, and my name is apparently illegal. Huh. We will have to look at that once we're done and fix that. What did I do this time? But math, I don't know. What did you do this time? All right, let's see here. It goes on so light, but it dries a little bit darker, which is nice, because then I'm not like sitting here going, oh god, the wrong color. Okay, so clean up that edge that we did there. Should I go watch Demon Slayer? Yes. It's really fun to watch. Great story. Good animation. It's good in English and Japanese. There's also one particular character that just screams a lot. Actually, there's two of them that screams a lot, so just be aware of that. But otherwise, it's still a really fun series. It's a great series. I know. Oh. I may have about 30 minutes of Steam. Stormy, don't you worry about it. We all have days where we're just like, I love y'all, but deuces, I'm tired. Okay, so now that we have our swatch dried over here, do we want that one? Probably this one. We want this one. My brain is naturally saying waking up at 5 a.m. the rest of my time is like, no, it's fun. Oof, I'm so sorry. Like normally you'd be like, oh, I blame it on the toddler because you know sometimes toddlers will wake up early. And then sometimes you're like, no. And then sometimes your body is just like, no, we're gonna wake up at this time now. And you're just like, okay, cool. I didn't agree to this, but okay, cool. Again, it's one of those colors where like it goes down light and then it dries and then you finally get to see where it is. Ooh, nice catch. Now that that's done, I can take this. I'll do this darker gray here for this. There we go. I have this. This doesn't look very red. Fluorescent red isn't really fluorescent red. Let me see if this red coat will make this pop a little bit more. All right. Do we do the outside or do we leave it be? Mike, this is technically your coin, so do you want the outside painted a different color? True, I wish I could say the same story. I was somehow both Night Owl and Stormy. He irritates me. He'll be like, la 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 la, this is fine. And I'm like, please stop. Let me go to sleep. But also at the same time, stop waking me up early. No, I like it that way. You're a heathen, Michael. I'm gonna paint the edge. I'm gonna do reds and break up all this blue-gray color. Like I said, Lucario's got like some like great spots of red on him. None of it is on this coin. Except for the eyes. Why is it doing that? I was meaning the edge from my last comment, but that's nice. Oh! You know what? I'll do half and half. Half blue, half red. Actually, kind of the half blue, half red looks good on that. Yeah, I'd have to do a touch up on the edges there because for whatever reason it was like, we don't like this. Okay, so there's that done. That's nice. Alright, I say while we let that dry before we move on to the next stuff, we do a little bit of some opening, mail opening, because I have stuff. Where's it? It's behind me. I mean, not dox myself. I almost did! Hang on a second. Peanut! Welcome in. I'm trying to open up some mail that I got. Almost doxed myself. Yeah, now I didn't. Alright. Be my goodies. We got an extra Greninja. Ooh, Frogadier. Lovely. That'll go in the trade binder. I think... Oh, cool. Energies. 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 Like I needed more. Alright, so... That's good to have for art stuff. I got a Bulbasaur. Mom Peanut's being mean again. Look. Shout out to Sammy for donating this to me. I much appreciate it. Very cool, very cool. We like a good Bulba. Night Stormy. If I missed it. Oh no, GG's. Okay, never mind. I thought you were going tonight. I'm sorry. Y'all be nice in my stream. Look, we got a Clefairy and the wrong Mega Clefable, but we got a Clefairy and a Frogadier. So we got a Froakie and a Frogadier. So we didn't actually do too bad. And we did get a Greninja, technically, just not the Greninja. I want a hammer. I'm sorry, Peanut. Cool. So along with the extra energies, not a bad opening at all. I'll organize all that stuff later. Mike Banner, she wants the hammer. I'll turn him into a flea, put that flea into a box, and then I'll mail that box to myself, and then I'll take that box and I'll smash it with a hammer. Here we go. Okay. So there's that coin done. Lovely. Alright, we have choices. Do we do Dragonite or 20th Anniversary Pikachu? Sorry, Dad. Yes, what you get. Dragonite? I have one for a Dragonite. Do I hear another? Another, which one? Peanut saying Dragonite. Anyone else got any opinions? Don't trigger Mike's dad voice. He's actually had to pull out what we call the Uncle Mike voice on our niece when she was younger. Droopy Dragonite? Alright, Dragonite it is. Your default helps with stern talks. It does. Look, he can make babies cry. And that's just his normal voice. It's why Pinlow lurks on stream. Exactly. Bust out the dad voice. I think it's absolutely hilarious when okay, like I am assuming we're all well within like the later Gen X possibly to millennial age range. I love how like we had our parents use like the mom or dad voice on us, or even our aunts and uncles. Like older adults used like the parent voice on us. I feel like us using the parent voice, like nowadays, I still feel fake using it. Like I'm trying to be an adult using that type of voice, even though like I am an adult, if that makes any sense. The voice of authority. I laugh too much. I can't be serious. I try to have like, you know, not necessarily the voice of authority for myself with my niece when she's acting up or in any way, which she doesn't do it too often, but if she gets a little too sassy for her own self, I kind of have to stop her and be like, hey, look, no. And not exactly like that. It's just kind of like, I have to be like, hey, nah, we ain't doing this. I'm waiting for when she gets older and be like, you can't tell me what to do. And I'd be like, you're right. I can't tell you what to do, but I can give you advice. And if you want to suffer the consequences, by all means, try at your own leisure. The issue with starting children with the baby voice can't switch then when they get older, hence why I never do it. Fair. I'll do baby voice to babies when I'm trying to get them to laugh at me. Otherwise, I do conversations like they'll be like, and I'll be like, uh-huh, what happened? And I'm like, uh-huh. You gotta listen to them kids. They got stories. They're trying to tell you what has happened. Y'all, I painted a Mega Dragonite coin that Matthew gave me the other day. It came out really good. I gotta pull it out from the closet at some point and show it. No, they don't have much to say until they're 5-ish. Even at 5, like some of the things they say, I'm like, what? I feel like at 5 years old is when they're like, I'm gonna start testing what I can say back and what I can get away with. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and we'll come back to it. I think that's a little too peachy. Alright, I'm gonna try this one here. And if it's not quite right, then we'll switch. My almost 4-year-old is very bossy, so he has plenty to say. Oh, we went and visited my cousin this past weekend, and they have a 5-year-old, and he's a very sensitive child, but he's very much just like testing his boundaries, especially with his dad. And it's kind of funny because like you can tell he's not being completely serious about some of the stuff he's doing or saying. And it's mostly because like he gets like this look of mischievousness of like, how far can I take this before I'm gonna suffer some consequences? And he's the typical younger brother because he has an older brother. And he's very much the typical younger brother of, I'm going to mess with my brother and see how far I can take it before my parents tell me to stop. Did everyone get charged for Pokemon Center stuff? I don't know if I got charged yet. I got the booster bundle for mine, so I don't know when that one comes out yet. Hi, Goose! Random birds. Got my 2 orders charged. Yay! It did. Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure when that particular one got charged because, like, I wasn't sure if that came out at the same time as the ETBs. And oh, that was not dry enough. But yeah, it's good that it came out. I don't think that was dry yet. I'm gonna sit back and let that dry a little bit more. Goose, how are the new paint pens? Because I know you got more of this particular brand. I was just saying how, like, I want to get more as well, but, like, I don't know which set I want to do. Like, these or the Just Art, or maybe, like, a different brand just to try. Right, what shade? Lake Green is a good one for this. Card party! Time to spend that moolah. Yeah! Like, okay, so, like, if anybody doesn't know, Card Party, I guess, just recently decided, hey, we're going to, is that Lake Green? No, not Lake Green. Oh, yeah, Lake Green. I was looking at that I saw Light Green. Anyway, Card Party stopped the Elite Pass, and some people got that. So they sent money back and, like, gave them the difference between the Gold and the Elite Pass, so they got money back. So those who got money back because, like, they bought it, but they're not as downgraded, but, like, they got it changed into the Gold Pass instead, so they got money back, which means extra money for them to spend at Card Party. And in my opinion, I think it's probably a good thing. It's a silver lining, a blessing in disguise, call it what you want. Party hardy, not at Card Party. Hey, you know what? It's okay. Okay. Have a good night, Stormy. Thanks for stopping in. Get all that rest. I was joking with Scar saying we can afford to go to Dallas now. Don't tease her like that. Then I look at the hotel. Yep. That's where you look at and you go, we can go. Oh no, we can't. How they get you. What this song kind of reminds me of, like, some songs that I would hear on, like, Nickelodeon, like late night Nickelodeon, on, like, Friday and Saturday nights, around the time of, like, All That and whatnot, and Keenan and Kel. Yeah, don't tease us with a good time. Get the Dallas Resort. I think once this Card Party season is over, why is it doing that? Sorry, like, as I'm painting, it's, like, still lifting up for some reason on certain areas. If it keeps doing that, I'm going to switch colors. Yeah, why is it doing that? But anyway, I was saying, once Card Party is over, I'm going to put an input and be like, hey, if you're going to do these type of events and expect people to spend, like, a lot of money at your event, maybe don't book it in a place that's going to cost them too much. It's not muddy, it keeps lifting up the other layer so that it's making it like that. I'm gonna switch to a different, I'm gonna let that dry and switch to a different color here shortly. But yeah, that's probably one of the things that I'm gonna put in, be like, hey, like, I understand trying to find places that you can host these at, but like, maybe not at resorts that cost an arm and a leg just to stay in a hotel, stay at the hotel. I got a better deal booking through Costco. That's good. That's good that you got that. I didn't want to do this, but I think I'll make this work. I'm gonna wipe that off. It's Marriott property. Oh, that's right. I would still suggest not hosting it at a place that costs a lot, even if you do get like a fairly decent deal. Like, to me, this isn't to say that the event itself is like that, but it gives off the feeling like elitist almost. Like, you have to have like a certain amount of money to be able to, like, you know, attend something like that, which granted, that's every major event, something like that. But I'm saying, like, it makes it seem like if you don't have that, then you poor people type kind of like thing. Or like, that's like kind of like semi the vibe that like I get. Mike always showing up with fantastic facts. Huh? Might be hard to with that amount of attendees. Well, that's fair. Like, I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that like factors into like places that Pat chooses for his events. This is not coming out well. I don't know what's going on. What is that? Is that paint pulling? It is. It's from, it was starting with this one. I'm gonna use this to cover it up, so. It didn't do that with the other coin, so I don't know why it's doing it with this particular one. Were you having the same issues with yours? Based on the email and Pat's explanation on today's stream, it seems like the event has gotten bigger than they can reasonably accommodate VIP experiences, so they framed it like they were listening to. Framed it like they're listening to community feedback. Ah! Which I hope is true. I hope that's true too. I find the lighter ones do that, especially. Okay, so it's okay. Cool. So it's not just me. I think if I do get another set of markers, I want to try a different brand other than these two. Or maybe I just stick with Just Art. I don't know. It's something that's not going to happen anytime soon, but something to look into. I wish there was like a thing where like you can get like a sample of colors or a sample of like, say like 4 or 5 colors from different brands, and you can test them out and be like, ooh, I like this brand, I like this brand, or you know. I did them. Ooh, too many words, sorry. You're fine, Ima. I'm thinking of trying an acrylic primer. Huh. Let me know how that goes if you do it. Oh, his little head thing is the same as... I thought his horn on his head was white, so that's why I didn't color it in. Okay, we're gonna... It's still drying, so we're gonna let that finish drying here. And once it's done, I can go back over with one of the other colors and use like a lighter tone for like highlights versus shadowing like I wanted to do. I will say these lighter colors mess with my eyes. It doesn't matter which brand. Because like I said, they go down super light and then they dry darker. So like my poor eyes are sitting here like struggling to see where the color is going down.
Adjust the light?
No, it's not the light, it's the shade of the paint.
Oh.
Because it'll go down, it goes down really light, but then it dries dark. So when I put it down on something that's already light, it kind of almost blends at first until it starts to dry, and then I'm like, oh, okay, there's
It
a...
must be the material.
It was doing that on the painting I did too. So it's just the colors. Yeah. Okay, hang on. So do you just want to open an ETB, or does the PC ETB your favorite sealed to collect? For me, I rip. I don't do sealed. The only sealed I did was Ascended Heroes, and that was because I had a feeling, because that was a special set, that I could keep one and like sell it later on for something that I want. Y'all give me the tea. What are we talking about? I think card party stuff. As many layers down on this as I can. Oh no, we can't open PC. But I'm buying it. Does that mean no ETB for me? Could I do something sacrilegious? I know, I make sealed collectors cry. Alright, I'm trying to fix this Dragonite coin because the first color I put down decided it was going to be all like, no, we don't like second layer. Alright, hopefully that works. And then I need... Oh yes, he didn't... It was more than the email you... Oh, okay. Let me double check. You gotta spill the tea. That or just go back and rewatch it later. I don't like the way that came out. I have to wait for that to dry so I can fix it. I don't like the way that one came out. I don't like the wings. I gotta wait for it to dry so I can fix the wings. Because otherwise, I don't hate it. I like it. I like the way it's... I like the way it came out so far. I can probably do a little bit more. I wonder if this pulling up paint is based on the brush and not necessarily the color. You look, it's getting later at night. You've just gotten home from traveling. It's fine. Okay, let that dry, and then we fix the wings, and then we'll be done with Dragonite. Do we put... Yeah, it's got like a silver border, so definitely an outline color of some kind. What color do we want to do? I'm thinking like a pastel pink, or like a nice pastel-y purple, maybe? Texas! How goes? Yeah, I got some new paint pens. I'm testing them out. The yellow seems to like be 50-50 on whether it wants to work in terms of like putting a second layer down. Oh yeah, Mike is everywhere and all at once. No, that's pink. That's too purple. I'm just gonna dump all the paint pens because I have to redo them anyway. Just finished Sunny's weekly on Limitless tonight. Nice! I've been playing Final Fantasy VIII and I just got into... I don't know if anyone's played Final Fantasy VIII, but I've gotten to the part where the garden that your main characters are from is getting attacked. What's up? Okay. So that's be disc 2. If anybody remembers how Final Fantasy VIII went. Yeah, the purple's really cute, like a purpley pink. $143 players. I got 20 out of that many players. That's not bad at all. What deck did you run? Metal Maker Cinchino. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I've been hearing some good stuff about that one. Me and Mike have been testing out like some decks that we built for Magic the Gathering, like against each other. He built because Marvel is the newest Universe Unlimited or something like that. I'm trying a grass version too. Ooh, you have to let us know like which version is a little bit more kick to it. But yeah, Mike's trying because we do MTG for play stuff. Like I collect Pokemon. Mike built a nasty beat 'em up Hulk deck. And I have a fairy elf deck that I have, but that's probably going to change here soon to just elves. Yeah, Marvel Superiors. That's what it was. Yeah, it looks neat, but I can only afford one label of... That's fair. That's fair. We are driving ourselves nuts. Well, Mike's driving himself nuts with the bulk for MTG right now because he's sorting through that. Also digging the piano. Right? Mike found that one. He kind of updated my playlist. Do, do, do. You can't go wrong with Wii Shop. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. And then I will clean it up once it's dry. Minute. Do, do, do. Be, 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 be. Be, 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 be. Do, 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 do. I just brought up his video. Oh, you did? Wait, whose video? Okay, so there's that red. That's too dark. I really like the red from this one. Oh, you still get... Oh, that's cool. That's nice of him. Hang on a second. This one I'm gonna have to like pull it up to my face so I can see it. I imagine they'll still keep a lot of the features that were in the Elite Pass. It's just the selling price point and stuff, they'll probably just get rid of that. I still don't like that they're kind of putting a lot of content creators, like, again, I understand why they do it, but I don't appreciate or don't like that they put a lot of content creators, really popular ones, behind basically a paywall. Because that's kind of how it feels to me. Or so he said. I am clipping it and using it if they say no. She'd be like, he said! I did a lot of white and yellow black on that one. I was trying to see the theme of the 25th anniversary stuff, and it's like all like yellow, black, and white, which fair. Oh, maybe. Hold them to it. So my friend who makes up a majority of my local friends who make up a majority of my local crowd at my LLGS are all building Wailord EX decks to literally flood the next. Oh yeah, I heard something about that. It's not a feeling; it's a fact that it's a paywall. However, what is the better option? Oh, I know, Mike. That's why I'm kind of like, oh, it's a Vaporeon. Who's gonna get it? Or shiny Pikachu colors? I could do shiny Pikachu. I was thinking of like the background part, because like this part was going to be yellow regardless. I'll have to fix that. Mm. darn water cat didn't stay in the Pokeball. What kind of markers are these? They look like they're working really well on Slicks. It's a mix between the big fat ones here are from Just Art, and these smaller ones are Artistro off Amazon. You can get both off Amazon. So these are these. And then these are these. I like these. My only complaint is sometimes they'll have one or two that might dry up for no reason. And also it's just this particular set has the brush tip, whereas I kind of want something that's a little bit more of a finer point sometimes. Night, go rest up. And I will say, Texas, that the paint pens, I kind of had a little bit of issue when I was doing the Dragonite. I'll try and show it off if it will show up on camera. What series is this from? Zelda. Alright, so let that dry. Let's see here. Oh, the second one is called Just Art. Or Just Art. Just Art. I call it Just Art, but it was Just Art. But yeah, you might be able to see it. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. The yellow on the lighter yellow here, or lighter orange, when I put that down originally as the color, and for whatever reason, when I went to go do a second layer, even after it dried, it was starting to like peel up again. Or scratch off and like clump together, so only complaint so far on that one. Just Art has a tendency to be a little bit opaque. Let me make sure I didn't like miss anything. I wish they gave the binder to all gold tier. Oh. I think what I'll do is next time I get like a big set is get some Just Art ones and get like the double end where one's like the fine point and one's the brush point. And I apologize in advance if I don't read comments in a timely order. Almost makes me wish I had eyes on the top of my head sometimes just so I can read comments and color at the same time. That's gonna be a third layer to put down once that dries. Oh, I got the tail. My only thing with Just Art is it also is a little bit more pricier, whereas the other ones, they're a little bit more price friendly. Like each set has like its ups and downs, I will say that. Curious, do I want to just leave it? Because I kind of like the pattern it has there, but I want to do something with the outer part. Would you say the price is just Art of the Just well, I want to say yes. My only thing is the white here. My mom got the same set as me. She got the 72, whereas I have the 36 on this one, or 40 something. She had one of the colors where it's dried up, like the brush is like stiff and everything, and it doesn't want to color or do any of that stuff. Put this aside for a second. Because like my white one here was starting to dry up at some point. I'm gonna be so mad if it's completely fine now. Well, I guess not. Well, anyway, hers was like the brush was hard, like the paint had dried on it, and like nothing she did would make it like fix. So everyone gets one for me. Add it to my hobby wish list. There you go. I would definitely test them out and see how you like them. I used Goose, if you're still on. I know you tried Mod Podge as a sealant, and it kind of did some weird stuff to the paint. I did acrylic sealant spray, and that didn't do anything to it other than seal it. Let's see here. What color do I want to do? Green! I could do a solid gold and just leave the center of that nice color. I think I'll try that. It even comes with metallic. What's funny, Texas, is I actually watched a video because I was watching someone talk about paint, these paint markers and stuff. Not these specific brands, but like paint markers overall. And they actually used miniatures and Warhammer miniatures, D&D miniatures and Warhammer miniatures to test out like the paint pens and stuff. So you saying that you want to use it for your Warhammer stuff is kind of funny. Yeah, I think a solid gold outer edge and then keeping the sparkle in the center is perfect for this. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry and we'll probably put down a second layer. I'm gonna put down another layer of yellow because for whatever reason it's streaking. And don't let the wet color surprise you because it dries darker. I have some Monument Hobby paint markers and they definitely need to be primed first. Those layers are thin. These aren't too thin, luckily. Certain like lighter colors will have a tendency to be a little bit thinner. Like white and certain lighter shades of yellow, definitely. Honestly, sometimes I don't think it's part of like the paint pen itself. I think it's just the pigment. I will probably go over and do a little bit of shading to make it fun. Ooh, hot damn. Okay, so like the metallic? Oh, hot damn. The metallic gold here for like the paint pen? That's actually kind of nice. Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can tell on camera, but like... That's not bad. That's some nice gold. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry for a second. We'll come back. Oh, I missed a spot. Oh, I did it on purpose because... That's weird that that did that. Also, I think the paints will work differently depending on like what surface you have it on. Because I did a painting recently on actual canvas and like the paints worked just fine. And I used both brands of paint pens for it, so... Let me see if I can't point out what it was doing. Not really showing it. Darn. I was hoping you could see on the camera like what it was doing for this one, but it didn't want to show. I will say it's still easy to clean up in between the grooves here, any of my mistakes, which is nice. Speaking of... The Dragonite came out smashingly. Is that shading on It is! It I wanted it to be a little bit different, but again, the lighter yellow you see here was the original one layer that I put down. And I waited for it to dry, and I went back again with the same pen, paint pen, to put a second layer down because it was a little bit opaque. But it started like lifting and clumping. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch to this instead, and then just use this as like a highlight to make it shading. And Lucario's got shading too. And I'm about to do shading on the coin here. Love it, right? It's just something about it. It's so much fun. Just brings it out a little bit more. Okay. That one's easy enough, because I like the sparkle that it has for the background there. Just a little bit of shading on that one. I really like how metallic that metallic paint came out. Yee! I like how that came out. That was nice. Alright, I'm missing... Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I keep all my colors together and whatnot. I want to test something. Let's... test something here. Where is that? I want to test something because, like, my only complaint about the this particular brand also is that it doesn't tell you like the name of the color outside of like the obvious ones. Like this gold is silver, that's obvious, and like obviously this one's black, this one's white. But like you have ones where like, you have different shades of red, so it's like which one's the right one, and then so like when you go to like use it and like you put it down, and then you have to like try and remember which shade of red it was you were using. So I'm gonna label these by number and see if that helps with anything. What about coloring on the tip of the cap? Well, the cap's already the color that it's supposed to be. Like, this is gold, this is silver, so it's already the color that it's supposed to be. But you have this. They're double-sided, two different colors, and one's like just lighter than the other. Well, not the color. It's pretty close. Because, like, this one I know is this one, because this is the brighter red. And, like, this one's obvious because, like, you got peach and then neon orange. So, and this one you got, like, a light, very, very light green and then neon green. So, those ones are more obvious. Alrighty, if they got that right, then they did something right. They did do something right. Again, but I also like relying on, like, the color names because then I can just look at it and go, oh, yeah, this one. Now, my only thing about this is I don't know, like, how well this is going to stay on. You could say I'm no cap. Yay! I have to try. Like, do I have to do this? No. Am I going to? Yes. Eleven, 12. Alright, what's weird is I can't tell if I'm touching this with the paintbrush thing here. What is that, 14? I'm not gonna, this is the neon orange one. I'm not gonna label that. Or maybe I should, just to kind of keep up with the continuity, as it were. Or should I just put NO for neon orange? Is this too much? Probably. Will I thank myself later? Maybe. Did I ever swatch this one? I missed a color? How dare I? I totally missed some yellow. What was that? 17, 18? You got 19. 20. Alright, you know what? I'll leave it off of there. I got to 20. We like. No, come back. Baby, come back. Alrighty. Okay, I think we'll call it there for the evening. Thank y'all so much for hanging out and chilling, whether you're lurking or actively listening, doesn't matter. I appreciate y'all coming in every single time. I enjoy y'all's company. I hope tonight's stream helped relax you after the start to the week. Let's see. I think Thursday, Mike, I don't know if you're listening, do we want to do more attractively listening? What? Anyway, Mike, if you're listening, for Thursday, do we want to do Pal World, or do we want to do the Degen Den? Because we can do either or. Actively listening. Leave me alone, I'm tired. You could be attractively listening too. Like, it's valid. I don't think Mike's listening. Do I want to do this? No. Is my ADHD gonna make me? Hell yeah. Let the audience decide. Okay. Alright, guys. More Degen Den next Thursday or Pal World. Pokemon's arch nemesis currently. Oh god. Peanut, you saw us play. Will it be entertaining for streaming? It was fun, but that's because we could all chat too. I mean, we'll have the chat open. I kind of want to do Power World just to like switch it up a little bit so it's not the same like monotonous like thing over and over. Do Power World then. Alright, so we'll do Power World on Thursday. I was gonna say that, yeah. Yeah, so Thursday will be Pal World, and then we will be back on Moonday, next Moonday, with something, maybe some custom cards. Get it back to the coloring pencils, so I can show off my new coloring pencil holder that I got. Hey Mike, less setup, I guess. Yay! Alright, guys. we're gonna call it a night. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. We will see y'all on Thursday. Thank you again. Good night. Much love. And guys, remember, stay nerdy.